Hey you guys, Necrostevo here. I have an upload on the GamingMafias channel, so be sure to go check that out. But since I have a battle on that channel, I thought I'd give you guys something different, just because it is Tuesday. So we have a moveset video. And as you can see, this is for Kyurem, and I really like Kyurem. Kyurem is a lot of fun to use. Unfortunately, he's in the borderline tier, which gives him a weird place to be. But I've had a lot of success lately with the Sub-Roost set. My EVs are a little bit weird. They're tweaked from Smogon's set, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about. You can see that I only invested 12 speed EVs, and that's just enough to outrun base 80s. Um, and that's going to be things like Dragonite and Chandelure. And it's important to outrun those guys just because you can kill them before they get set up. You can substitute while they're setting up. Uh, Things like Chandelure like to use Calm Mind. Things like Dragonite like to use Dragon Dance. So you can also invest a lot more speed. Kyurem's base speed is 95, so you can go timid and lose a lot of bulk to outspeed things that have base 90 speed. Most notably, uh, that's going to be anything up to, you know, Lucario or anything like that. But at that point, you're losing out on a lot of the bulk, and Kyurem substitutes with its bulk are so nice. I have a little clip here where I used it in a battle, where it's basically the textbook example of how it does so well. Um, so here, let's watch that. Now, when my fortress dies right here, this is the perfect opportunity to bring in my Kyurem. My opponent was actually using an offensive Jellicent, and so I knew that it was locked into choice specs, and that's a great opportunity to bring in Kyurem when your opponent is locked into any being dragon type you resist a plethora of different types. So bringing it in on those when you're able to force your opponent to switch out like I do here by weakening his water pulse so much just by hitting it with a Dragon Pulse sets up a perfect opportunity for you to use Substitute. I figured he would bring in his Heatran just because I used the Dragon move, and Heatran it comes in on dragons all the time. So I do have enough speed investment to outspeed most Heatran. You'd have to be a Scarf Heatran to outspeed my Kyurem most of the time. And of course, you guys can change around your investments if you want to. But even if you were somewhat specially bulky, having max special attack with a Life Orb means you're going to KO with Life Orb Earth Power the majority of the time, and that's also a great answer to things like Jirachi as well, if you're able to get in on them with a substitute up. Now here, I predicted he would use Protect just to see what I would do, and so I'm able to roost and get all my HP back. The thing about Sub-Roost Kyurem with Life Orb is that you have to predict relatively well, otherwise your HP gets whittled down really, really quickly. But other than that, if you're worried about that, just run Leftovers like they suggest on Smogon. I tend to play a little bit more risky with my Kyurem just because that's how I like playing with it. But anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this clip. You get to see Kyurem do a nice little chunk to Umbreon there before being forced out. Kyurem has a great attack stat too, so I didn't really want to get hit by a foul play in that situation. But if you guys enjoyed this moveset video, let me know. This was a little bit more of a standard moveset that I don't see often at all, but it's also my own personal EVs. And if you guys like this, I can do the same type of video for my a little bit more quirky sets that you guys may have seen when I battle with them. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and please go check out my battle video on the Gaming Mafias. I will leave a link to that in the description. Alright, you guys have a good day. Bye now.